Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Adofo, greetings to you all. I hope all of you are well. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for your suggestion. Those of you are giving us support in every angle. We are really grateful. Thank you very much for being with us. We are still doing the religious expose. If you are interested, you want to know how this religion really destroyed us. I'm telling you, you don't know anything about the third Abrahamic religion, Islamic religion. You don't know anything. It is now that we are telling you what the religion is, and we haven't even yet gotten to anywhere. We are telling you the beginning, the foundation, how the foundation was laid, and everything. So thank you for being with us. Your suggestions are welcome. Comment and share it for us. Please comment and share it, and also give your suggestions or whatever you want. If there's something you think we should add to it, let us know. And the spiritual one, gateway to spirituality, will still come on. We've hold on that one for a reason, but it will definitely come back. Thank you once again for being with us. You know, we have discussed the migration of the weak Muslims, the poor Muslims. We've discussed their migration to Abyssinia or Ethiopia. We've discussed their migration where they were punished when they were tortured. We've discussed their migration. We discussed how they left and then how they came back. The reason why they came back. Actually, what triggered their coming back is just the two videos you just watched previously. The one before the one you just watched, and then that one was discussing what really brought them back, that Muslims are running away from the reality, that is what brought them back. So thank you very much. Now, after those incidents, after the coming back of the runaway Muslims and then going back again to Ethiopia and everything, the Muslims that were left in Mecca can be categorized into two, or you can group them into two categories. The Muslims that left in Mecca, the first Muslims, the first people that accepted Islam, the weak ones left Mecca to Ethiopia. Those that were left in Mecca can be grouped into two categories. First group are those that are coming from strong houses, those that are coming from strong background, something like Ali. Ali is coming from strong background. Ali's father was the one protecting Muhammad. Ali's idol worshipping father, Abu Talib, he was the one protecting Muhammad. That is why nobody dared to touch Muhammad. So if Ali's father can give Muhammad that type of protection, then how much more his own son? So nobody can touch Ali. And also others. So those that are coming from strong houses that cannot be touched, that cannot be harmed, that cannot be tortured, are still in Mecca. Now, the second group or the last group are those that are weak. They don't have anybody. They are not coming from strong houses. They are not coming from strong background, but they have protection of the strong backgrounds. They have protection of the strong background. Those ones are also there. So this is the people that left in Mecca after the weaker ones has left to Ethiopia. Now with these ones, they were living there with challenges. Actually, there was challenges. They were struggling. There was problems here and there. Hence, they are hiding their faith. They dare not to do anything outside. According to the account and narratives, apart from Muhammad, who can pray outside in Kaaba, no any other person who can do that. And then they also have their meeting place that they meet secretly. They were on that hide and seek thing until something happened. Two different people joined Islam, and these people, their joining of Islam is something else. It's really something else. They joined Islam and they changed the narrative altogether for Muhammad. Now, who are they? The first one is Umar. Umar ibn al-Khattab. Umar accepted Islam. Now Umar is coming from the clan known as Banu Adi. His father is known as Khattab. Khattab is one of the opinion leaders of Banu Adi. Sheikh al-Kabila is one of the Busiapeni, the elders of the clan of Banu Adi. Now this Banu Adi, they are strong men and they are also businessmen. So Umar also a strong man, very strong and quick-tempered. He is quick-tempered according to Islamic narratives. That's what they are saying. He's quick-tempered. Anything that can be solved with the diplomacy, Umar would love to use force. So he pulls out his sword all the time. With something little, he will pull out his sword. That is what the books are saying. I'm not there. I'm just reading the books for you. So Umar came to join Islam, and you know he was the second caliph. Apart from Abu Bakr, after the death of Muhammad, he was the second caliph. So Umar came to join Islam. Now, Umar joining Islam, there are some narratives surrounding Umar's joining Islam, and it makes it appear as if Umar is even more stronger than Muhammad, and Umar is protecting Islam more than Muhammad. You are surprised. Listen to this. In the second oldest Sirah book, Ibn Hisham, he says, Islam Umar. Now he has said a lot of things. This is volume 1, page 361. He says, Wa aslama Umar ibn al-Khattab, and Umar, the son of Khattab, became Muslim. Wa kana rajulan dha shaqiyya. He is a man of strength, very strong man, quick-tempered. La yuramu ma wara adharu. You can never defeat him. Imtana bihi ashabu Rasulullah. The followers of Prophet Muhammad has gotten protection by Umar. You see, this is interesting and this is funny at the same time. Now, Prophet Muhammad has been protected by his uncle, the father of Ali, Abu Talib, the idol-worshipping uncle. Now, Umar accepted Islam, and Umar has become protection for the followers of Muhammad, meaning Muhammad couldn't protect them, and it appears so. It appears so because when the weaker ones were suffering in Mecca, Muhammad couldn't protect them. Muhammad could not protect them. So if you write this, Imtana bihi ashabu Rasulullah, the companions of Muhammad has found protection with Umar. They became scared with Umar. That means Umar is more stronger than Muhammad. This is what your books are saying. It's not me. I'm just deducing it. Umar is more stronger than Muhammad because right under the nose of Muhammad, the weaker Muslims were punished. The weaker Muslims were agonized and tortured. He never done anything. To some extent, some of them even asked them to pray for Allah to protect them. He couldn't do it. Muhammad couldn't pray for Allah to protect his followers. But right now you are saying the followers of the companions of Muhammad has found security with the Islam of Umar, so Umar is more stronger than Muhammad. Let's proceed. Wabi Hamzata and Hamza, and then the second person who also accepted Islam is Hamza. He's also a strong person coming from a strong house. You know, Hamza's mother and Muhammad's mother are the same. They got married on the same day. You know, we did the video about this. Muhammad's grandfather married Hamza's mother, and Muhammad's father married Muhammad's mother, Amina. So Hala, Hamza's mother gave birth to two, Hamza and his sister. So this Hamza is coming from the same house with Muhammad, right? So Hamza also became a Muslim, so you can't touch him too. He's coming from a strong house. So these two people came to join Islam, and he said, Hatta ga azu Quraishan. The Islam of Hamza and the Islam of Umar has made Muslims to conquer, to defeat Quraysh. Okay. وَكَانَ Abdullah ibn Mas'ud يقول. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, one of the companions of Muhammad, used to say, مَا كُنَّا نَقْدِرَ عَلَىٰ أَن نُصَلِّي إِنْدَ الْكَعْبَةِ. We are not able to pray at Kaaba. We are not able to perform Salah at Kaaba hatta aslama Umar, until Umar became a Muslim. Muhammad could not secure prayers at the Kaaba for his followers. It was Umar who was able to do that. Again, Umar is stronger than Muhammad. Falamma aslama Umar, when this is Ibn Mas'ud, one of the companions of Muhammad speaking, when Umar became Muslim, qatala Quraishan, he fought Quraysh alone. Really? Hatta salla inda al-Kaaba, he fought Quraysh alone, and he started praying at the Kaaba. And we also started praying with him at Kaaba. Muhammad was praying at Kaaba, but he dared not to bring his followers to Kaaba to pray. But Umar started praying at Kaaba, and Muhammad's companions also follow Umar to pray at Kaaba. Between Muhammad and Umar, who is stronger? Umar is more stronger than Muhammad. In fact, in Islamic religion, when you read all the Islamic literatures, you will find out that Umar is the second prophet, because there are Quranic verses that Umar contributed for them to come. So Umar is also another prophet. So from today going, as a Muslim, as an Arab slave, when you call Umar, you can say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because he's also a prophet. Yeah. وكان إسلام عمر in says وكان إسلام عمر بعد خروج من خرج من أصحاب رسول الله إلى حبشة. Umar accepted Islam after the weak ones left to Ethiopia. You see, what is the point of this? The point is that if not because of Umar accepting Islam after they left, he would have protected them as well. So had it been that Umar has accepted Islam earlier, then the weaker Muslim wouldn't have run away to Ethiopia. This is what Ibn Hisham is saying here. So Umar is more stronger than Muhammad, a weak prophet. Okay, so this is the point. There is also another point here that I want to read for you. Quick one, very quick one. I want to wrap up this one, and then we'll move to the next section of the level, or the next level of Islam. Right now, there is Abdullah ibn Mas'ud also said this. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, the same companion, also said this. He says, "Inna Islam Umar." He says, the Islam of Umar, or Umar accepting Islam, kana fathan, it is a victory. Umar accepting Islam is a victory. Khadija accepting Islam is never a victory. Abu Bakr accepting Islam is never a victory. Ali accepting Islam is never a victory. But Umar accepting Islam is a victory. Wa inna hijratahu kanat nasran. And the migration of Umar to Medina is also a victory for Muslims. Wa inna imaratahu kana rahmatan. And his leadership when he was caliph was a compassion and merciful to the Muslims. This is clearly a Sunni person speaking, a Sunni Muslim. Shia Muslim would disagree with this. One of the people that Shias hate is Umar. Umar is one of the people that Shias hate. Yes, they don't like him, and I'll tell you why later. وَلَكَدْ كُنَّا مَا نُصَلِّي إِنْدَ الْكَعْبَةِ. He says we are not able to pray at Kaaba hatta aslama Umar, until Umar became a Muslim. فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ, when Umar became a Muslim, قَاتَلَ قُرَيْشًا, he fought with the Quraysh, حَتَّى صَلَّى إِنْدَ الْكَعْبَةِ, and he started praying at the Kaaba, وَصَلَّيْنَا مَعَهُ, and we prayed with him. So with the joining of these people, these two people, Hamza and Umar, the whole atmosphere of Muslims in Mecca has changed, because two great people from great houses has joined Islam. So from here you can read, if you want more information, volume 1 of Ibn Hisham, you can read all the way to 366. The informations are there if you want to. Now let me break down why the accepting of Islam of Umar became so important and Hamza became so important. But before then, I want to tell you, I want to read something for you, or I want to give you some background. You see, when Hamza joined Islam and Umar also joined Islam, now the elders of Mecca, the Quraysh, has changed their strategy. Now they are not willing to torture anybody, because they are smart. They think if there's a little problem, there's going to be a battle. Because Hamza, as a strong as he is, coming from a strong house, Banu Hashim, the house of Banu Hashim. Muhammad also coming from Banu Hashim. Ali is from Banu Hashim. These people, and Banu Hashim has their allies within Mecca. Now, Banu Adi behind Umar, even though they are not Muslims, but yet they are behind Umar, and they also have their allies. Banu Adi has their allies. So Umar has Banu Adi, his clan, Banu Adi behind him, and the allies of Banu Adi behind him. So now, touch Umar and you trigger a battle. Touch Hamza and you trigger a battle. Muhammad cannot be touched already because of his idol worshipping uncle protecting him. So it's a strategy. So you can't touch them. Now it's some kind of team. You can't touch them. If you want to touch them, you should prepare, because there's going to be a war. There's going to be a battle, not torture anymore. You can't bully them. You can't subjugate them anymore. So it's going to be battle. Now the Quraysh has changed their strategy. So what do? Now they started trying to negotiate with Muhammad. So they sent people to Muhammad to negotiate with him. First, they sent someone, Quraysh sent someone to negotiate with Muhammad, and this person went to see him and then spoke with him, and Muhammad didn't accept the negotiation. Now Muhammad has realized that he has some strength. Now there's some kind of strength, so he can't just appear weak in front of them. He has Umar and the people of Umar behind him. He has Hamza and the people of Hamza behind him. So they're kind of strong now. So he didn't accept the negotiation. Another negotiation followed up. Leaders, first they sent one person to negotiate with Muhammad. Muhammad disagreed, and then now a lot of them came. More than one person came. That one too, Muhammad disagreed. He did not accept the negotiation. And again, they continue to negotiate until Abu Jahl plotted to kill him. He couldn't. His uncle Abu Jahl plotted to kill him. He couldn't do that. So another negotiation took place. So this negotiation continued taking place, but Muhammad is not ready to give up. Muhammad was not ready to give up and accept the negotiation. So this is the whole idea. Now, as the negotiation was going on and Muhammad was rejecting the negotiation, the Makkah people came down to sit down to plan again, to see what they can do next. Now, in thinking and finding a way out, Nadr ibn al-Harith gave them an idea. The idea Nadr ibn al-Harith gave them was that now Muhammad is claiming to bring a religion and he's saying he's a prophet. Now, the preaching or whatever Muhammad is telling you about one God, the people that brought the idea of one God are in Medina. The Jews, Al-Yahud, the Jews are the people who brought it. So since Nadr ibn Harith is giving Quraysh what to do, he's giving them an idea, he's giving them a clue how they can stand against Muhammad, because this time around it's not about torture. When you try to bully someone this time around, it's going to be battle, because strong men came to join him. So they don't want battle, they don't want to have some battle in Mecca. So now Nadr ibn Harith is giving them idea of what to do. Now this is what happened. Nadr ibn Harith said this to them. Let me read that one for you and let's see what happened. He says, وَكَأَنَّهُمْ لَمَّا رَأَوْ سُمُودِهِ فِي وَجْهِ كُلِّ تَعْدِيَاتٍ. When they saw that Muhammad is not ready to reason with them, he's not ready to negotiate with them, وَرَفَضَهُ كُلَّ الْمُغْرِيَاتِ وَرَفُضُهُ كُلَّ الْمُغْرِيَاتِ, and how he reject all the things they show to him. وَصَلَابَةِ فِي كُلِّ مَرْحَلَةٍ, and he stood firm in what he's talking about. مَا كَانَ يَتَمَتَّعْ بِهِ مِنَ الصِّدْقِ وَالْعَفَافِ وَالْمَكَارِمِ قَوِّيَتْ شُبْهَاتِهِمْ فِي كَوْنِهِ رَسُولًا حَقًّا فَقَرَّرُوا أَنْ يَتَّصِلُوا بِالْيَهُودِ. In this case, they decided to have connection with the Jews and ask them some questions, حَتَّى يَتَأَكَّدُوا مِنْ أَمْرِهِ, so that they can confirm whether he's really a prophet. Now, because Muhammad is standing where he's standing, he doesn't want to change his position, and he doesn't want to reason with anybody. So what he said, what they wanted to do was that, okay, Jews has idea about this prophethood. We Arabs, we got nothing to do with it. So let's get connection with the Jews and see if we can accept, we can see the reality of his matter, whether he is truly a prophet. Now, so they wanted to confirm whether he's truly prophet or not, because they don't have idea of this prophethood. They don't know anything about it. The Arabs don't care about it, but they have people that do spirituality in their communities. They know, but this prophet preaching about some entity, divine, Allah, one God talking to them, they don't know that one. They only know that there are entities around. So since it is Jews that brought that concept first, Nadr ibn al-Harith told them that you can only find the truth about his prophethood with the Jews, because they are the champions and kingpins of the religion, the monotheism, the religion of one God. So this is what Nadr ibn Haris told them. بما سبق كلفوه مع آخر أو آخرين ليذهب إلى اليهود المدينة. So when Nadr ibn al-Harith brought the idea, they said, okay, you, Nadr ibn al-Harith, find another person with you and go to the Jews at Medina and ask them. That time it wasn't Medina, it was Yathrib. It was called Yathrib. And ask them. He went to ask the rabbis of the Jews of Medina, and then they gave him 3 questions to come and ask. 3 questions to come and ask Muhammad. If he's able to answer those questions, then he is a prophet, according to them, the Jews. But if Muhammad is not able to answer those questions, then Muhammad is not a prophet. Now, this is the term. What is the question? Saluhu and Thalathin. Ask him for 3 things. Ask him about 3 things. 1. فَإِنْ أَخْبَرَ فَهُوَ نَبِيٌّ مُرْسَلٌ. If he's able to give you the answers of the 3 questions, then he is a prophet. Now, what is this? وَإِلَّا فَهُوَ مُتَكَوَّلٌ. If not, then he is a liar and he is impostor. Now listen. Saluhu an fityatin dhahabu fi dari al-awwal ma kana amruhum. He says, ask him, question number 1, ask him of the sleeping 7 youth that has gone to sleep, the sleeping 7 which has gone beyond the physical dimension. Go ask Muhammad about them. He should tell you about them. Who are they and what is their issue? فَإِنَّ لَهُمْ حَدِيثًا عَجَبًا. For their issue is very surprising and amazing. If Muhammad is able to answer you people about those sleeping 7 correctly, then he is a prophet. So it attests. And then وَصَلُوهُ عَنْ رَجُلٍ تَوَّافٍ. And also ask him about a wandering man. A man that has wandered the whole world. A wandering man. A man that has went around the world conquering people. Balaga masharik al-ard wa magharibaha. A man that has reached the southern part of the of the world and the northern part of the world. The sunrise, the beginning of the sunrise and the end of the sunset. Ask him about this person. What is his information? If he's able to give you the answer about this person, then Muhammad is a prophet. This is the second question the Jewish rabbi gave Nadr ibn al-Harith to come and give it Quraysh, so that Quraysh can ask Muhammad. Wasaluhu an ruh, and also ask him about a ruh, spirit. Ask him about a ruh, spirit. Ask him about spirit. Mahia, what is spirit? What is energy? Ask him. If Muhammad is able to answer you people these 3 questions correctly, then he is prophet. So these questions came, they brought the questions. Now Nadr ibn al-Harith was the leader of this expedition of bringing these questions. Muhammad was aware that Nadr ibn al-Harith was behind it. And Nadr ibn al-Harith is enlightened. He knows a lot of things about Christianity. He knows a lot of things about Judaism. And he has a lot of information, history and everything. He knows so many things in the Bible. So he was the one giving the Quraysh this clue. That is why when Muhammad had opportunity, he killed Nadr ibn al-Harith without hesitating, because he sees Nadr ibn al-Harith to be an impediment and an hindrance to his agenda. Yes. He thinks Nadr ibn al-Harith is an impediment to his agenda, is a hindrance to his agenda. So when Muhammad got the opportunity, he killed Nadr ibn al-Harith. If not that Muhammad killed Nadr ibn al-Harith, Islam wouldn't have gotten to you today for you to be slaves of Arabs. Because Nadr ibn al-Harith would have stopped. It would have been the hindrance of Muhammad. So these questions came. Now trust me, these questions, Muhammad never answered them. Muhammad never answered these questions. He never answered these questions. Forget about whatever a sheikh will tell you over there. We are not ready yet into that. But when we get there, we will do justice to it. We will exhaust it. But Muhammad never answered these questions. He never answered them. Trust me, Muhammad never answered these questions. These three questions, Muhammad never answered them correctly. He never answered them correctly. Now something happened. When they asked him the questions, he gave them the day that we will answer them. Those days has passed, no answer. So some of the smart ones among the Quraysh got to know that yes, the man is a liar, because he gave them a date. When the day comes, they came, he told them no answer. They come again, he gave them another day, they come again, he says no answer. He gave them another day, they go there, they went there 3 times, no answer. The 3rd time the answers came and the answers were wrong. The answers were wrong. Now, the answers came in 2 different chapters of the Quran. The 3 questions, the sleeping servant, and the question about the wanderer, which is perceived to be Alexander, the answers came into the Quran chapter number 18. That is Surah Al-Kahf, the chapter of the cave. That is where Muhammad tried to answer those 2 questions. The wanderer, the question of the wanderer, and then the sleeping servant. That is where Muhammad tried to answer the question, Surah Al-Kahf. But whatever Muhammad said in Surah Al-Kahf about the sleeping servant and the wanderer is wrong, and it is even really foolishness. That is it. And then the last answer, the last question, he answered it in Quran chapter 17, Surah to Isra, the chapter of Isra, which is the chapter, Quran chapter 17, or the chapter of Israel, the children of Israel. So he tried to answer that one in that chapter. So these 2 chapters has the answer to the three questions. So the first 2 questions, the sleeping servant and the wanderer, the answers were given in Surah Al-Kahf, which was wrong anyway. It was wrong. The answers were wrong because the Jewish has the answers. The answers were found in one book. Actually, those questions were not 3 questions. It is one question divided into 3. So it was a tricky question. The Jewish tricked him because the answer of the question is somewhere in one of the books of the Bible, Old Testament. The answers of the question is in the book of Daniel. The question is actually one question because they are related. But the Jewish being smart, they tricked Muhammad. The Jews tricked Muhammad. So the question was a tricky question, and Muhammad fell into the trap. So he couldn't answer. So he tried to answer the first 2 questions in Quran chapter 17. That is Quran chapter 18. That is Surah Al-Kahf, the chapter of the cave. He couldn't answer it correctly. The sleeping servant and the wanderer, he couldn't answer that one correctly. And then Quran chapter 17, which is Surah Isra, the chapter of the children of Isra, and the chapter of his ascension to the sky, he tried to answer the question of the spirit over there. That one too, he didn't answer it correctly. So when the answers came, the Jewish told them no, the question is, the answers were wrong. That is why you see in the Quran is cursing the Jews, because the Jews has the secret of Muhammad. They know he's a liar. They know he got nothing. He's not a prophet. So he doesn't like them. So if you go to the Quran, you hear Quran saying that the closest friends to Muslims are Christians. but the enemies of Muslims are Jews. Now, if you ask Muslims what fault, what is the problem, what did the Jews commit that made them to be enemies of Muslims, they can't answer you properly, apart from the fight and Muhammad expiating them from Medina. That will be at the topic of another day. So Muhammad couldn't answer the question properly, and then some of the Quraysh people got to know that he is not a prophet. He's just trying to do something else. Now, the final thing I want to read for you is Abu Talib, the idol-worshipping uncle of Muhammad, tried to protect Muhammad, because now he has seen that the Quraysh has come together and they went to ask Jews the questions. They brought the questions, and when they asked Muhammad the questions and the questions were not right, the answers were not right, there's a tension in Mecca. So Abu Talib, fearing what will happen, he gathered his people. Now I'm reading this in Rahiq al-Maktoum for you. He gathered his people, and this is what happened. Rahiq al-Maktoum, page 111. Mawqif Abi Talib wa ashiratuhu. What Abu Talib and his family did. This is what he did. Amma Abu Talib فإنه لما واجه مطالبة قريش بتسليم النبي لهم ليقتلوه. When Quraysh was pressuring him to give them Muhammad to kill, ثم رأى في تحركاتهم وتصرفاتهم ما يؤكد أنهم يريدون قتله وإخفار ذمته مثل ما فعله عقبة بن أبي معيط وأبو جهل بن هشام وعمر بن الخطاب جمع بني هاشم وبني المطلب. When he saw that all these people trying to kill Muhammad, he gathered Banu Hashim, the children of Hashim, and gathered Banu Muttalib, the children of Muttalib. He gathered all of them, and then ودعاهم إلى القيام بحفظ النبي بحفظ النبي, and he told them to protect Muhammad, to help him to protect Muhammad. Meanwhile, they are not Muslims, so they protected Muhammad based on family issue. They were not Muslims. They didn't believe in Islam. They just protect him because they are protecting their own. They are protecting their own. So they protect him based on tribal issue. They protect him based on blood. We are here killing our brothers for Islam. Those people were not Muslims. They protected Muhammad, but we are here killing our people because of Muhammad. Foolish religious people with madness. The definition of a Muslim is Arab slave. Keep it in your head. Anywhere you see a Muslim, just see him as a slave to Arabs. So this is Muhammadu ila dhalik. They agree to that. Muslimuhum wa kafiruhum. Those that accepted Islam and those that are not even Muslim, they all agree to protect Muhammad. Hamiyat al-Lijwar al-Arabi, because of the family thing as Arabs, wata'ahadu alayhi in the Kaaba, and they went to swear to protect Muhammad at the Kaaba. They used the Kaaba to swear. When they were using the Kaaba to swear at that time, there was idols in there. So Muhammad secured protection of his family based on the idols in the Kaaba. Allah couldn't protect Muhammad because there is no Allah. It's a lie. Those of you who come to my TikTok live and be saying Allah created, stop, shut up, stop that. And if Allah created you, that is you. Me, Allah didn't create me. I don't know him. There is no Allah anywhere. There is no Allah anywhere. Allah didn't protect Muhammad. It is his family that were protecting him based on the covenant they took at the Kaaba, which contains the idols. It is based on that they protected him. So they were protecting him based on the covenant of the idols. Muhammad was an idol worshipper. Islam is idol worshipping, Arab idol worshipping. So understand this. So they did that. Illa ma kana min akhihi Abi Lahab. It is only Abu Lahab that didn't join them. He's supposed to be part of them. He didn't join them. فَإِنَّهُمْ فَارَقَهُمْ وَكَانَ مَعَ قُرَيْشٍ. He went to join the other Quraysh people. So this is what transpired in Mecca with the tension and everything. So now the family of Muhammad stood together to protect Muhammad, except one person who is Abu Lahab, who went out. Because Muhammad had this sin, he has a problem with him already. He went out. He didn't protect Muhammad. That is what happened. Thanks for watching. Meet me in the next video as we proceed. Islam is a man-made religion. All these things are strategy of human being, a man-made. There is no Allah anywhere. So you are fasting for Arabs. Continue to fast for Arab. That is why they feed you only in fasting. It is only in fasting that they give you food and death, because you are slaves. You only need food. You don't need better life. Until we meet again, I say to you, bye-bye.